Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to do a video on my recent experience and success with the ACE Certified Health Coach exam. How I studied, what I studied, and my thoughts and experience on the actual exam itself. Now, just a quick background in case some of you are new to watching this. I do have a 4-year Bachelor of Science in Health, Physical Education, and Exercise Science with a concentration in community health education. I'm also now going into my second and final year of my master's program in health promotion management. I do have quite a bit of experience education-wise. Professional experience, I have a combined total of, I'm gonna say 3 to 5 years, because I like to include some of my internship work with my actual work experience in the health and wellness industry, as far as being a trainer, a group exercise instructor, health coach, a lot of different hats that I've worn with my current company and my last company. Now, this all came about because my current employer wanted all of us wellness specialists, that's my exact title, to have kind of a uniform foundation on the way that we go about coaching and training our clients in our work environment. Now, the ACE Health Coach exam was something that we broke up kind of week by week for about 8 to 10 weeks. We tried to stay consistent, but due to work and other schedules, sometimes we didn't get to meet every week. So what we did was break up the ACE Health Coach Manual, this guy right here. We did about 2 chapters a week. We read through them and then did the review material in this guy right here. This is the Master the Manual, which is basically a study guide kind of highlighting the key points and areas of each chapter. And then at the end of each one, you get a little baby review quiz, basically. So it was a great review of a lot of key concepts in nutrition, making healthy habits, lifestyle modification, personal training, exercise physiology. It's basically combining the personal trainer world with health psychology world. Health coaching is all about working with people, learning what they need to modify and change in their diet, in their physical activity, in their outlook, their mentality, their lifestyle, for making positive, more beneficial, more healthy habits, long-term healthy habits. It's not about forcing one particular diet or forcing one particular way of working out. It's a combined approach in mental, physical, a little bit of spiritual maybe, but mostly just combining a mental and physical approach in getting your clients to be where they want to be, helping them develop goals, staying on track of those goals, and adding accountability along the way. Now, my education and my work experience really helped prime and prep me for this exam. I think a lot of the material that I learned from this exam prep, I already knew. It was just a refresher and some highlight of some key points, specifically with things like trans-theoretical model of change, healthy behavior, more of the kind of psychology part of it. When it comes to the nutrition, the exercise physiology, the training components, I'm pretty well versed, and it's something that I've studied a lot, and it's also something I do on a regular daily basis at work. So that being said, I would say that both of these pieces of study material are very worthwhile, especially if you are brand new. If you're someone who does not have the work or education background, you're definitely going to want these 2 pieces of study material. The book alone is great if you're the type of person that can just dive into a book, find all the bold key points, study, make your list of notes, flashcards, whatever. Or I think this goes really well with it, even if you are the type of person that is fine with a textbook, but this really helps kind of fine-tune where you need to study and the style of questions that are going to be on the exam. I, on the other hand, am not the type of person that does well just getting my head in a book, reading through, making notes. I'm a terrible student that way. So the next part of how we study for this exam really helped sink in with me, and that was the online portal. Now, once you pay, you buy a certain package with ACE, I think if you get all of this, the 2 study books, 2 exams, 2 practice exams, and access to the online study thing, it's about $500. I was fortunate enough that my company covered the cost of this because it's something that they were implementing. But probably my most paramount take-home piece of advice from this would be to opt to get the online access, or just go ahead and dive in and sink $500 into the whole package. The online portal was hands down the best study guide, study supplemental material for me, because it not only provided all the same material that the Master the Manual review book had, the ACE Health Coach Manual itself, but it gave videos, it gave practice quizzes, and allowed you to go back and review those videos, those practice quizzes, those practice exams as many times as you wanted. So that being said, you could go in, take a quiz, take a test. If you don't do that well, you can go back and retake it. It shows you the answers. It shows you what you got wrong, what you got right, and very key, it shows you the book section in which you need to go back and review if you got that question wrong. So it doesn't just leave you out to dry. You got this wrong, figure it out on your own. The ACE study material was very beneficial in taking this exam. If you are someone who has a similar background, similar undergraduate, graduate, or professional experience like myself, honestly, I felt like during the test, I could have done just fine. Now, these were great refresher materials. I really enjoyed having them, specifically the online portal. But if I was just cut and dry, had never done any of this before, I'm going to want these two and the online portal. The health coach manual probably would have sufficed for me having the experience that I do, just as, again, a refresher. The exam itself was about 150 questions. The practice exams that you get are only 60 questions each. You get 2 of them. So it was pretty long. They allow you to have 3 hours to take the test. I took about 2 hours and 20 minutes, I believe. Now, I'm a terrible test taker. I second guess myself. I really just get in my own head. Even though I have a lot of experience, a lot of education, I just think I'm wrong for whatever reason. So that being said, the 150 questions I flagged, you can flag as many as you want, but I personally saved for later review about 11, maybe 12. And of those 11 or 12 that I flagged for later review at the end, I went back and changed, I think, 2. And I think I was right in doing so, because looking back at the exam, I'm pretty sure my new answers were the right answer. So sticking to your guns is probably my first test tip. You know the material, don't second guess yourself. Of the 4 multiple choice answers that you get for each question, you're only ever gonna have 4. Pretty much every time 2 right away are dead giveaways to get rid of. Then it comes down to 2 of which is the best answer. They're both pretty comparable and both probably could suffice in a real world application. But again, they don't care about real world application in like most standardized tests. You need to just know what the answer is for that test. Now, I think you need a minimum score of 500 out of 800 to pass. I passed. We first time go. A huge relief to me, because this is something that I did not want to take again. But luckily we bought the package where it comes with 2 exams to take. So now if you have any questions, more in-depth questions, comments about really how I studied, what worked well, what didn't work well, and any exam specific questions, feel free to drop a question, leave a comment down below. I get a lot of feedback on Snapchat and other questions and comments that I have about my job. So I've actually done a video before called "So You're Thinking About a Career in Healthcare." So if you want to know a little bit more about what I do on a day-to-day basis for my job, go check that out. Otherwise, if you have any questions specific to the ACE Certified Health Coach exam, please drop it down below. I would love to help you out as much as possible. And yeah, that's a wrap. So now you're looking at ACE's latest Certified Health Coach.